Yo, welcome back. It's Black Star, and I'm back with another banger video. Today we'll be talking about Shinra Man, the Devil's Footprint versus Boruto, the last Shinobi. I think this will be a very interesting battle. I never really seen any versus battles for like Shinra at all, and very few of Boruto, especially Boruto and Two Blue Vortex, so I thought this would be kind of like an interesting video, new video. To start off, we'll get into Boruto. In chapter 32 of Boruto Naruto Next Generations, we see when Naruto fights Delta, he casually perceives and watches Delta shoot out her laser beams, and he casually jumps over them. Delta's laser beams just aren't some sort of ninjutsu made of chakra, but are actual real light particle beams made from the ninja tech in her body created by Amato. So there shouldn't be contention with the validity of this feat. Naruto goes on to fight Jigen in chapters 36 and 37 of Boruto Naruto Next Generations, where he states to go all out when fighting against Jigen. Jigen then blitzes Naruto and Sasuke and both the respective avatars, and the blitz is calculated to be at least 12 times faster than Naruto and Sasuke in these ones. In chapter 56, Amato is stated to have created multiple cyborgs, including Code, that greatly surpass Jigen in strength. There are a lot of narrative implications for Code being stronger than Jigen without his limiters. No limiter Code goes on to get blitzed and shit on by Boruto in chapter 1 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. They have like a skirmish where Boruto just smacks him around like he's a little kid and basically says like, I can kill you whenever you want, deeming Boruto to just greatly surpass Code. All this is just to say that Boruto is massively faster than light and reaches those high levels of speed. I don't know why speed in the Boruto verse gets downplayed a lot of the time. Now that we're done with Boruto's speed scaling, let's start off for how strong he is. We'll start off with the more agreed upon interpretation. I don't know why this doesn't get talked about more, but a base Naruto was keeping up with Fused Momoshiki, just hand-to-hand combat, just beating him up before Momoshiki took the chakra pills and just got overly amped. That Momoshiki is just stated to be feared by Kaguya. Kaguya was just scared for her life. He talks about when he figured out that Kaguya was beat up or, sealed by Naruto and Sasuke, that it's less of a mess for him to come clean up. Kaguya is stated to have created her realms or her spaces, however you want to interpret them. Within those spaces, we can see different celestial bodies, stars, moons, planets from different canonicities, anime, manga, and the novels. So it's just a plethora of proof to show that she does have celestial bodies within her spaces. How large they are is just kind of like the common interpretations with the community. Everybody kind of just says, oh, it's like solar system level. As a low ball, we can kind of all agree with that. So Kaguya's dimension just kind of like scaled to solar system level. Naruto and Sasuke end up fighting Momoshiki in episode 65, where we kind of see in his dimension, he has like blue hues, which are indications of a growing galaxy or universe, which would be consistent within the narrative. It just kind of makes sense. Momoshiki is defeated by Naruto. This Naruto loses to version 2 Jigen. Code is stated to be stronger than Jigen. Code gets shit on by Boruto. So Boruto should concretely be like galaxy level. The higher interpretation would be to interpret Momoshiki's dimensions as a universe, not just depictions in the anime, but also the Boruto movie novel, to be specific, chapter 5, where Naruto states that he's in a parallel universe than his own, which would make sense. Some may question the canonicity of the novel, but it was created by Kishimoto and Kodachi, who was the author of Boruto at that time. The only contention would kind of be like the translation, but I really don't go into translations that much because I'm not a native Japanese speaker. Japanese is extremely context heavy. I don't really want to talk about it, so it's easier to just go with the galaxy interpretations versus universe levels of power, which I do understand. To start off with Shinra's line of scaling, we'll go into speed first. His first impressive speed feat happens when he fights his brother Sho. Sho has the ability to stop time by controlling the heat that expands the universe. He cools it to a point where it slows everyone else down except for himself. So in reality, he doesn't get faster, but everyone else gets slower. Shinra overpowers that by going faster than light, which allows him to go back in time, as we see later in chapter 216, where he's able to casually just travel back in time to current day Japan. According to VSBW, that would be like an immeasurable speed feat because he's unbounded by the flow of linear time. Shinra's AP would be, before turning into Shinra Man, he would be universal level due to him going relative with Sho, who can control the expanse of the universe with his ability Severed Universe. According to BSBW, it would be a tier 3A feat due to him being able to affect the universe. Now let's go into hacks. Boruto's main hacks at this point within Two Blue Vortex would be his Flying Raijin and his Rasengan Vortex, more popularly known as his Uzuhiko. Flying Raijin allows him to travel wherever he wants, but it does take time for him to do that due to him not mastering his ability yet. His Uzuhiko's power commonly gets misinterpreted due to him just using the planet rotation when he fought Code in chapter 2 and 3 of Boruto Two Blue Vortex, but it's not limited to that. He's able to harness more than just that, to the extent we don't really know yet because Two Blue Vortex is still coming out. All his other abilities really don't matter. He doesn't really use them other than like his lightning. Even then he doesn't use it that much and is more to like on a defensive type of level, which, you know, isn't that important. And Shinra just kind of like out hacks him terribly. Shinra goes on to having a way more powerful form, Shinra Bancho Man, introduced in chapter 295. This form is combined with him showing his mother. This form stands at the pinnacle of the Fire Force, first enabling him to defeat the concepts of despair itself. He's able to stop time, create things from his imagination however he pleases, and can stop beams of light that have the capability of turning whatever he touches to absolute oblivion. Creation manipulation, time manipulation, and concept manipulation. He's just overpowered and broken to the freaking max. He was able to create a god, Death, who we see in Soul Eater, but that's an explanation in the story for another video. There's no way Boruto could ever beat him. Like, he would just stop time, think about Boruto turning into a rainbow, and Boruto would just turn into a rainbow. It's just kind of bad. Thank you guys for watching this video to the end. If you made it to the end, please drop a like, a follow, a subscribe. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch. All those links will be in the comments. And please join the Discord. Please join the Discord. If you have any contentions, or if you want to argue one side, or if I said something wrong, join the Discord. We can talk. We can have a discussion. Thank you.